What's up, guys? This is Real Estate Podcast, episode 160. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And I'm here with Adam.
And this week, we watched The Gentleman. See, it went with the music, but y'all couldn't hear it. We did 160 episodes, guys. Let's get that out of the way.
I mean, it feels, first of all,
160 or something.
I'm very honored to be here today. I want to thank God, my dog, Travis and Adam, and
Appreciate it.
The internet.
I'd like to get just a little bit more of a thanks than Travis. Because I gotta set all the streaming shit up.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
Like, just like I want like 10% more. I mean, he won the competition. That's not too much to ask for.
Thanks, Trav, and thanks, Adam G.
Yeah, thanks a ton.
Thanks a million, dude.
I'm just kidding, Trav.
Have you ever done 160 of anything?
I can, but I'd rather not talk about it.
But I mean, something that like you have to put effort into.
I mean, I can, but I'd rather not talk about it.
I don't have to put effort into that.
I probably wrote 160 something riffs over the course of my life.
All right, dude.
Are you sure
but that ain't shit though. Everybody.
That riff, dude.
We have done 160
Anyone
like 2-hour long
it's
podcast.
Really yeah, I mean, it's not comparable to this.
I don't really know what we could compare it to.
I can compare it to something.
Well, we clocked into work 163 times.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
And we're working during the coronavirus.
We are. Because we'll
have an update during the Corona Chronicles later, but...
Yeah.
But if you're doing what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Guys, we've done, as of last week, 334 hours, 19 minutes, and 42 seconds.
Which is the greatest time that people have ever had.
And you can't... And the thing is like, even though that number's there, that's still just the tip of the iceberg of how long the three of us have been talking about movies. Even
dude.
Before this shit. Like, it's...
I mean, just since y'all have known me, we've been talking about movies for about 10 years now.
Yeah, at least.
And y'all knew each other way before I met you guys, so... I mean, we were podcasting before.
Yeah. We were doing like little... What would you call it? Like a little personal podcast for ourselves.
Yeah. A little
private pod.
Intimate pod?
Yeah.
In pod? Yeah.
All right.
So but anyway, we watched The Gentleman this week, and I'm happy to say that Guy Ritchie's back.
Yeah.
In a big bad way. Because if you look up his IMDb, right? I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
Been a few turds.
Right. Well, I mean, surely, we've done our fair share of Guy Ritchie episodes already. So.
Yeah, we did a whole month, but this is let's just go by like, because his filmography is short, so I'm just gonna go straight into it. So he came out strong out of the gate, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Strong out of the gate.
And then he did Snatch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then he did some Madonna shit. And then he did Swept Away, which he didn't write. Then he did Revolver, and then he did Rock and Roll. Then he did Sherlock Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that he did Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows. That's when he kind of started veering off the path a little bit, He did The Man from U.N.C.L.E., which I haven't seen.
I haven't watched it yet.
I'm interested though. I mean, it's got Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill.
Yeah. You can't blame that on glasses, dude.
I know.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Cool. I don't know. But I haven't seen that. And then he did
Are you
King
still
Arthur.
smelling coffee? Because you may have had a stroke.
I am, man.
Henry Cavill.
He did King Arthur, which I heard tanked and was not good.
Of course it did.
Then he did Aladdin.
Oh, he did
Which
the new Aladdin movie.
Yeah, he did the new Aladdin
Oh,
movie. Didn't he wrote the screenplay? But then he came out with The Gentleman, which is like
it's him
it's finally back.
back to his roots. What about
Finally,
this intro?
I really
That
liked
music
it.
kicks in.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that music to start
Mm-mm.
playing, but whatever. I just went with it, you know.
I wasn't expecting McConaughey to get his brains possibly blown
At
out
the
at the
beginning, and then the whole
beginning.
time you're
Yeah.
trying to figure out like, when's this gonna happen?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
that's probably my biggest praise of this movie, dude. Is like, and I think I've said it before on other Guy Ritchie episodes, but it's just like his caper films. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
He
yeah,
gives we've watched. This is the same goddamn movie.
It's just different characters, different stories,
But
but it's
the way he did it
he ties it together, dude.
made it so good. Because like by an hour in, I was like, okay, like you know, not even an hour in, you're like, okay, I've seen this movie. I've seen this
yeah,
type of movie before.
Well, it was
But
his template
he's a
yeah.
damn good writer.
He is,
and the
Sure.
dialogue. How good
was
was
on
fucking In
point,
Bruges?
dude.
Huh?
So here's my question: who writes better dialogue, Guy Ritchie or Tarantino?
Oh man,
All right. Well, here's
it depends on the
Because
movie, but
they're
I'm
in
gonna
they're
for
in that
me I'm gonna say
same they're in
Tarantino
that
because
they're in that little
but
ballpark.
they're so close, dude.
it's
Dude, there's three people. There's Tarantino, Guy Ritchie, and Kevin Smith. They write damn good dialogue.
yeah.
Completely different kind of movies though. I mean, could you imagine Guy Ritchie doing Hateful Eight?
Really,
Um,
it doesn't seem too off the mark.
I don't
I
know, man. I don't know
mean,
if that's his cup of tea.
well, I mean, it would
It would
be
have to be Hateful Eight, like in London, back in the damn
it would be
with British accents.
it would obviously be a different film. It wouldn't be the Hateful Eight, but I could see him writing a similar film in his setting, like in his environment.
Yeah,
right. No, I get that, but I mean, at the end of the day, he kind of does that because think about it, like in the Guy Ritchie, I'm gonna say like the British films because I'm not gonna include Sherlock Holmes or King Arthur or Man from Uncle. I'm gonna say his View Askewverse, like
Mhm.
that. The movies all start the same, and it's this elaborate plot that weaves in and out of itself. And I mean, Tarantino does the same thing to an extent. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
Because, um,
Sometimes he'll
like,
show you the end.
yeah, yeah,
He's done that before. That's
yeah. So I think it's very comparable,
Yeah.
but I feel like Guy Ritchie is being more intentionally funny
yeah.
Well, it
with
seems he's become a more
He's cheeky.
self-aware writer with his capers, man.
He's
Like
cheeky.
yeah,
he knows how the beats of a good film
You are
go. He
black
knows where
and you are a cunt. That's what he told that
he
guy.
knows where he can hit the hardest in his writing, and he knows, okay, a twist is coming up. Because like, did you guys ever during the film as it was playing out, you were like, okay, something's about to happen.
yeah,
Like you already had the hunch,
But
yeah,
you don't know what it's
but
gonna be.
but then the twist occurs and it's left field.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great. Like
Oh, for sure.
he takes his writing stance where it's like, all right, I'm fixing to do something. Like prime example is whenever Colin Farrell is leaving uh uh Charlie Hunnam's house,
Yeah.
and he gets that phone call, and they're like,
Mhm.
we're gonna take care of this shit. Don't worry.
And he
And he's like,
sees the two guys sneaking in.
yeah, and he's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
Like, and then it cuts to them, and the explanation that happens. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
whole breakdown of the scene
Well, they
and
they brought it all the
situation.
way back, and it's like, oh, the kid
Oh
in the
yeah.
freezer.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the most impactful scene in the movie is obviously the little diner scene where he's got the egg and the beer.
Mhm. Well,
Yeah.
that was
Because
the opener when he goes in.
as that shot widens out, as they keep revealing it and widening it out, it lets you know that dude didn't die, and Hunnam's character was there the whole time, so he's been aware of everything that dude's been telling you,
Mhm.
that Hugh Grant's character's been telling him the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's just such a big okay, like
Yeah.
that's not what's important anymore, but still important because it just told you the story. Like it was I don't know, it was a good use.
And how good was he? His right hand man, dude.
Oh, everybody
How
was
good
great
was he?
in the movie.
Hugh Grant, when he first started like his bit, I was like, oh, he's rocking a Michael
Fletcher,
Caine,
what are you
dude.
doing here, Fletcher?
He's rocking a little
Yeah.
Michael Caine at first. Then it went
Yeah.
away. Like as he kept going on, I was like, all right, the Michael Caine's going away. But that first scene, he was like, do a Michael Caine. He was like, oh, okay, you know, I'll know
Well,
it. I'll
I feel
know
like
it.
that changed as he started getting more confident and
Yeah,
confident, and
and
you started
drunk.
realizing he's just as full of shit as it fanned everything out and made you be like, okay, McConaughey ain't dead. You're fully on his side now,
Yeah.
and you're totally okay with the decisions he's about to make.
Yeah. Which is a nice, interesting contrast because normally in his films you have like the people that get in over their heads, and they're the underdogs that you're rooting for the whole time. Well, this comes out and he's like top motherfucker, and you're like, okay, the movie starts and it shows his downfall, and then we're gonna see the events that lead
That
up to
led up
that.
to because the opening shot is the beginning of the fourth act.
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
at the end, this is because he's sitting there talking to him, and he's like, "What do you mean you told him that shit?" And he tries to call him and warn him. Too late.
yeah,
He's in the fucking car with him, like,
yeah.
Well, it
But
was also a refreshing take too, like you were saying, Griffin. That on what you were meaning, like as it's showing McConaughey's characters fall throughout the first of the film. Most films we just get that. We get like maybe a quick 15-20 minute rise to where he's at and everything's good. That way we can spend the rest of the film just dismantling this main character.
yeah,
Well, he did it, and then he turned right around and was like, "No, we're going to show what happens when a character puts his foot down." It's like, "No, I'm shutting this shit down."
yeah. It was the I think the writing on this, like I always felt like Snatch and Revolver kind of are neck and neck as far as his writing capabilities, because it's like Snatch was this complicated story with all these different characters that weaved in. It's so many different stories happening that weave in and out of one another until it culminates into the resolve. And then with Revolver, you had this way less characters but a more complicated story. It felt like this was on the perfect level where you had enough characters with enough different storylines going on that you couldn't predict what was going to happen. I think that he finally, it wasn't too convoluted, but there wasn't too many characters to keep up with. You know what I mean?
Right. Just when you thought, like, okay, they're about to bring in another motherfucker, I got to remember. Because that's the thing about his story is it's presented in these little bits and pieces and can almost be convoluted if you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
And
And
then
definitely
whenever
gotta pay attention.
and then when he gets everyone established about halfway through his film,
yeah, right.
then it's like, okay, now let's tell the story. So when somebody shows up, you're like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah. It's
You
fucking
can get
dry eyes, you know?
yeah, like his approach to character development doesn't waver in most of his films, or at least in these type of films.
He's got those good names too, like Dry Eyes.
Yeah, dry eyes.
Now, what does that
Raymond.
mean? Like this dude's just fucking cold blooded, like you
I
know what I mean?
think it
Like
was
he's just
a. I mean, it was a jab at
I
his
read
race, right?
yeah, I read somewhere
I
that
don't know.
it did well, but it had questionable criticism for its racial undertones,
Yeah,
which
Laws of the Jungle.
which they were there sometimes and front
That's
and
the world we
present.
live in.
But
Yeah,
that
that's.
I mean,
one, no, but the particular thing with like dries or whatever, like I didn't, I thought that was the most that stood out to me, other than the obvious
what
stuff.
I didn't even think that was a racial thing. I just thought he was like so cold blooded he would never shed a tear for
I was
anything he
thinking
ever
that
done.
I was trying to decipher what that meant too throughout the movie.
But I mean, whenever you go through his, like, I'm looking at the IMDb. All right, you got Matthew McConaughey, Mickey, right?
Hmm.
Classic Mickey.
Classic.
Raymond. Yeah, Raymond. Then you got Matthew, Jeremy Strong, who had that real gay vibe going on. That was real. gay.
Yeah, he was
Um,
gay.
yeah. Then you had, Colin Farrell,
Oh man,
Coach.
how good
Then
was
you
he?
have dude.
When those motherfuckers came in the coffee shop, where you see how he met them?
Yeah,
Or no, it was those other kids that come running in there with the knife, and he's like, "What the fuck you gonna do with that?" You know?
yeah.
Did you notice how they made a point, or he made a point? He brought like I don't want to say it's commentary. It's just that's the way the world is, so that's how it makes sense.
Yeah.
But they made a point to show you that like no, you can't have guns in your.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if you're packing heat, like you're a motherfucker, dude. Like you're either a criminal or fucking,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when he
And
busted that fucking machine gun out.
which was a
Yeah.
Give me the phone.
which in the end benefited the movie because it made the gun scenes actually tense.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not a film where people are just blasting away. I mean, they kind of are, but in
Yeah.
context of the film, they're not. You know,
And they even
like
let you know that whenever they what was the guy that's gonna buy up his business?
Matthew.
Was that Matthew? He gave him the gun, the golden gun.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's a
and they kept
paperweight.
calling
She's
it a
like, that's 5 years
paperweight.
right there. We gotta get rid of
Yeah.
that. Good thing you didn't.
Well, I think it's a nice contrast to what he did before because, like, I mean, in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, the whole focus around the movie was guns.
Yeah.
These ancient, relics, and there was a
Yeah,
lot of gunplay in that movie. And then
Yeah.
you had Snatch, a lot of gunplay in that movie. Um, Rock and Rolla, a lot of gunplay in that. And this was a little bit more toned down
Yeah.
as far as like shootouts and things like that. I mean, they had,
Yeah. You still
you know,
get them,
but
but
they made
but
them more. It made them
it
more
mattered.
impactful now. Yeah,
yeah, it
like
was,
because it did a good job of eliminating. Like it made it to where the get there on time moments mattered. Like everything, like it felt like everything mattered.
yeah,
Where because in some of these movies, the guy may not be able to get there in time. You're like, okay, it's either going to be somebody shoots him or some homeboy comes in and shoots him and saves the day or whatever, or some bigger villain steps in and kills him, saves him temporarily just to take him. You know what I mean? Like shit like that.
yeah,
And in this, it was like, dude, the only way she's going to get saved is if Conahay shows the fuck up, which he does, but still, like it made the stakes feel like it mattered.
yeah. It really did. And it was, I mean, this organization, this thing that he was doing was fucking genius.
McConaughey. Oh
Yes.
yeah.
It was fucking brilliant. Like he was going
Super
around to the
fucking. What was it?
lords,
Black Widow skunk cheese. What was it?
White Widow.
White Widow skunk cheese.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
yeah, his business model was ingenious the
Yeah.
way it
yeah.
was written into the film.
And I really like, that classic kind of Guy Ritchie thing where when it would cut to specific places, it really didn't add anything to the story, but it was just letting you know, like, this is,
Mhm.
compound number 8, at this place, and this was this, and this was this, and because, like, them going after the girl. When you're
Yeah.
watching it when you're watching it the first time, you're like, okay, well, what's the context of this playing out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it unravels. It's like
It was a clever thing too for people who break down movies. Like, well, if he's doing this, then how does he? The people that go that extra step to try to break down how it's feasible for certain movie things to happen,
yeah,
and like it was a cool way that it was like, okay, he has his grow operations. They all what he does is he gets in service to these noble people. He grows on their property, and the money he helps prop them up
Mhm.
and pay their shit,
yeah,
which is a complete win-win business deal.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it
Ain't
really
nobody
is
gonna
because,
come fucking with them.
well, and not only that, but think about how much unused property that they actually
Mhm.
have. So,
Yeah,
and
so room for
Shit that'll be
expansion.
in their family for
yeah,
yeah,
generations.
100 years. It's
And the way
funny
that he,
earlier. Go ahead.
well, the way that he broke it down too, because I never even considered that. So when one person dies and the next in line inherits the estate, then each time that someone passes, they lose more and more and more and more and more. That money doesn't sustain itself.
Mhm.
So him actually swooping in and kind of saving the day
Yep.
by growing on that is like, it's just fucking
He told
brilliant,
the guy.
man.
The guy was like, "It's really gonna hurt because the house needs a new roof." He's like, "I'll take care of it."
Yeah,
Because he made a ton of fucking money off the guy.
yeah,
He could
really,
split the bill on the roof. What I was gonna say though, it's funny you kind of compare him to Tarantino earlier because when they go into the apartment to get the girl, we kind of got her as Marcel Wallace the bitch scene.
yeah,
We got her
Sort of
set down
did,
flock
yeah.
of seagulls. I mean, that was kind of the same
yeah.
kind of vibe going on there. We got that whole. He
Yeah,
came in. He
now
he
that you
said, "Set the
mention
fuck
it, it
down."
definitely does, yeah.
But this scene was, it was its own thing still.
Yeah.
Ray was badass.
Look,
He sat
I'll
down and rolled up
say,
that joint, put a
yeah,
little
Hunnam was great
cigarette
in
in
this
it.
movie.
this is the best thing he's ever been in.
Yeah, I had never seen him in anything like this.
I mean, he's been in a lot of stuff. He was in, Sons of Anarchy, Pacific Rim.
Yeah,
He
but it
played the
wasn't
lead
nothing
of
like
Pacific.
this.
This was definitely one of his
This
better
was acting
performances.
chops.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is
like,
like this was if he wasn't cast as a lower class poverty criminal in Sons of Anarchy, if he was like it's like if Jax Teller was from a middle upper class.
yeah, right,
Like that's what
yeah.
it was.
But
But it was good though.
well, it was that writing, dude.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
and I'm convinced, man. I am convinced after watching all these movies and after like breaking them down for the podcast and everything, I'm convinced that you could take anybody, anybody in the world, me, you guys, fucking a bum, somebody living on the streets right here. If you give them a good script and give them proper direction, you can get an award-winning performance out of anybody.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm
Like I think to add on to Hunnam with what you're saying, I think this movie also proved that Charlie Hunnam as an actor is great as long as the director has a clear vision for how his character needs to be.
Yeah,
Uh,
110%.
like where Guy Ritchie's direction end and Charlie Hunnam's acting chops kicks in, like when that line can be blurred, those are usually the best performances because who knows how much of that movie was maybe like I feel like the whole joint rolling scene with him. I felt like that could have almost been a hey, like Guy Ritchie was just like, hey, do your thing. You know how your actor behaves, you know his demeanor, but do some shit, you know?
Well,
Because
I think
apparently the film had a lot of improv moments too. Like
right,
it wasn't like they all mulled over one script. I think they kind of almost did a Joker approach to it, where they did like rewrites and shit.
right. Well, I think that a lot of Raymond's characterization came through his reactions, his facial expressions, and his the way that he reacted to specific situations. I think that that's where Hunnam really shine. Like,
Which that's what some of his best moments in Sons of Anarchy was when it was his reaction.
yeah, yeah. So it was. I've always been kind of like, oh, this dude's in this movie, great. After watching all of Sons of Anarchy, and Pacific Rim was tongue in cheek on purpose. It was cheesy on
It's hard to
purpose.
look at him and be like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. But
but
after
yeah.
they pulled a Pattinson with this guy in this movie to me. Like, Pattinson's getting the Batman role, blah 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 blah. We watched The Lighthouse, completely turns my opinion of the guy around 110%. I
Oh, he'll
feel like
definitely
this,
get some roles off of this.
yeah, and
We'll
I
see him
mean
in this and be like, oh, he could
this
do
is
it.
this is what I'm gonna throw out there, guys. What if they cast him as the Sentry?
Oh,
Yes.
Like, I
Fuck
mean,
yes.
he's got the same hair, just grow it out, Jax Taylor long, um, low and slow, like he was in this movie.
And Sentry's fucking crazy, and he plays a good crazy person.
Yeah, so it's a win, win,
Like,
win, win, win. But no, man, I fucking love Guy Ritchie movies, and I'm so glad
mm-hmm.
that he's back, man. Like, I understand that he does the big budget movies and gets paid this, that, and the other, but it's like, dude, just fucking stick to doing what you're
Yeah, dude.
doing.
This is the
Thinking
butter on the
about-
toast right
You
here.
think this is the Guy Ritchie's aunts?
Yes.
Oh,
And
when
we-
you look at that little trilogy we watched, like, you know, this belongs in that set of films.
Definitely.
It goes right in there with them.
Yeah, perfectly. I love another thing too. Hugh Grant, okay?
Right?
I know Hugh Grant from
Notting
romantic
Hill.
comedies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nine and a
Chick
half
flicks.
Like,
days.
I can't think of any other Hugh Grant film. When I
He
think
brought
of
him
him, I think
back,
Notting
dude.
Hill. That film was slapped in everyone's face so goddamn
Yeah.
much when it came out.
When I think of him, that's the first one that comes. And I don't even think I've
Like-
ever seen it. I just
You're
know
like, oh
that
man, Friday
that's
the
the movie.
13th, rent it out. Oh, there's 2 copies of Notting Hill here.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that he fell off, but Guy Ritchie's kind of like Tarantino, man. When he gives you a good role and puts you in a movie,
I want to see.
you're
I
probably
would like
gonna
to
get
see
some work
more,
after that.
I would like to see some more Hugh Grant like this, like in weird roles that aren't.
And he
Yeah.
nailed it.
Well, he really branched out and kind of like showed his range.
He went for it.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, he plays the good old man piecing shit together.
Yeah.
That's a perfect role for him. Like he could be the old man that's been figuring out shit for years and dies in the film to make the main character be like, okay, I have all the information now.
When
Yeah.
you look at his IMDb, he's got nothing like this. He was in The Man from U.N.C.L.E., but that movie, you know,
Yeah.
That's like
that
some
was
fucking
PG-13.
That's
you know,
some Kingsman like shit.
But he finally. I think he'll get some more shit off this dude. Like,
Yeah. Because that
Oh,
range.
dude, everyone brought all the actors were good. I mean, McConaughey sometimes, to me, with McConaughey, I don't know if he's phoning it in or taking it serious, and I'm always baffled
kind of
when
his
people are
style.
like, dude, he was the shit in this movie, and the other one, it's like I don't know,
What do you
he's
think
a good
about the
actor.
Laws of the Jungle scene?
I mean, it was all good, but I felt like it was also a Lincoln commercial.
What was crazy was
I mean,
Osiris.
well, how he
the
did the
whole
whole
time,
scene
like,
like there's a
he's
gun on the table, and he's like, yeah,
the
that's cool, but you know
he's
he's
like the
changed
king
his
of the
ways.
jungle.
And then the
He's the
next
king
scene
of
that
the
they
jungle.
show was even better.
Comfortable, and he starts up his Lincoln and he just keeps driving. You know,
Osiris,
be the king of your jungle.
watch out for Osiris. Was it Cyrus?
Yeah, Osiris. I'll never forget that fucking commercial. Him just staring at that bull in the middle of the road.
But before he got paid to drive Lincolns, dude, he drove a Lincoln. That's what he said, at least.
I
I mean, I'm not questioning his integrity. I'm just saying.
You know what's
like,
cool about him? He
We
lived
got. I
in a
mean,
camper.
dude, he's such a. Well, if that's the case, we can look at it as he's such a committed actor that we get the performance of a lifetime in just a 30-second fucking Lincoln commercial.
Travis, have you seen his Instagram?
No.
Yeah, he does Instagram. Like, he puts those videos on there where he's like, all right, guys, just keep on living, man. We're doing it. Like, it's a new day, you know? Like,
Oh,
he's
keep
all,
it salt life.
well, Dalia did it. By the way, watched his comedy special today.
Was it good?
Dropped today. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna give it a watch.
But,
later then.
a little honorable mention. But, Dalia went into it on his pod one day because it was the day where he joined, and he's like, you guys got to see these videos. And he's like, Matthew McConaughey's so fucking cool. Look at him. He's just, being McConaughey, man. Like, just living, dude. Like, nothing bothers that guy.
No. Well, I mean, all right. I'm going to look it up. What do y'all think his net worth is?
At least, oh, man, probably pushing 150. At least, right? Because in the last, I don't know how many years, now he's like, he probably, if the script was really good, he'd probably take a pay cut just to be in something. I think he's got enough money to do that.
Yeah.
He ain't dependent on the next movie, but it's got to be a shit ton of money. So I'm gonna say like 150.
What do you think, Trav?
I'm a low ball and say he's been generous a good bit of his life and say he's probably at like 70.
He's at 95.
Still a shitload of money.
Yeah.
I mean, he was able to stop worrying a long time ago
Yeah.
after Ed TV.
I like how this is broke down. He currently lives in Austin with his life partner, Brazilian supermodel Camelia Alves.
Yeah, she's hot.
They have 3 children. his life partner, dude.
Mm-hmm. What's the point of getting married, you know?
Yeah, we can just have kids.
We're life partners. She don't want to sign a prenup, you know? She'd be signing a prenup. If you had $95 million, I don't care how much you love somebody, they're signing a fucking prenup.
Right. I'm gonna look up her net worth real quick.
It ain't
'cause-
nowhere near that. She's
Well,
probably
she-
all right, though.
You never know because she's a supermodel.
You know he pays for everything.
All right, her net worth, 5 mil.
But still,
Yeah, nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, I mean,
they reach the pinnacle of being able to do whatever you want. Like,
oh yeah, dude. And while he had big money, dude, he bought a house not too long ago, really. But while he had big money, they were still living in that fucking, what's the camper they used for the astronauts? The Streamline or whatever it's called, Airstream. Is it Airstream? You know, the
Yeah.
silver one that looks like a bullet.
Yeah.
He lived in one of those. Wow,
I
what
mean-
it was never home.
Right.
And you know, when you're out making movies, a lot of that time you're sitting in campers all day.
Yeah.
'Cause that's all they pull in, like these little trailer campers, and you sitting there all day waiting. Y'all, he bought a house over here in Madison. Madison, he
shit.
made a movie here, bought a little house there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've heard the locals talk about seeing him, you know, in
What
like a
if-
coffee shop or something.
If you ran into him, what
I'd
would you
fucking
say?
fangirl out, dude.
Really?
Yeah, dude. If I saw him across the street, and I'm on this side of the sidewalk and he's over there, I would go. All he would do is hear me like, "Holy shit!" You know, like, you know what I mean? It's Matthew McConaughey. I'd start pointing at him. I'd be like, "You were the shit, the gentleman."
Yeah. Dude, we've got to watch that fucking Dallas Buyers Club, man.
I'd probably say
We've
that.
got-
You were the shit in Dallas Buyers.
No, I'd be like, all right, and just keep walking,
no, I would be very obscure and just go, "Get him, Leather!"
Nah.
dude. Oh God!
I'd go across the road. What if he started doing it too? And he's like, "I like your style," you know?
He pulls a remote out of his pocket.
He'd be like coming at me raw and rigid. I'm like, man.
I'd be like, "Holy shit, it's Killer Joe!" Suck that chicken wing. That scene, man.
No. You say that as the parting word. You look at his wife and go, "Hey, I don't go to KFC
I'm like,
now."
dude, I don't know what to call you. I don't know if I should call you Mud, Killer
Keep
Joe, Dallas
Keep this guy
Buyers.
away from Popeyes.
What was his name in Tropic Thunder? I don't remember his name. What was his name in Interstellar? Cooper?
Yeah, Cooper.
I'd be like,
I'd
dude.
be like, man, how about like, did you just? I feel like the only way you could prepare for a role like Cooper in Interstellar is just do a lot of drugs
Which he's done.
and be like, act like you're doing
think he
drugs
still
for the first
smokes
time.
weed.
Because I think like like his performance, if you go back and watch Interstellar, it's just almost like it's like someone who's incredibly high and is just figuring shit out, like just overthinking shit. You know, you start having those like stoned epiphanies.
His name was Rick Peck.
It's fucking Rick Peck, man.
He'd be like,
He's
"What?"
like, "Oh, you digging deep, baby," you know.
All right. No, you go. He was in Tiptoes. You pull that out.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The movie of the century. What did it say in the trailer?
The greatest. The
It
greatest.
said
movie
something
of all-
crazy like that. The movie of the century. Starring award-winning actor. Fucking, what's his name? Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
This is
Can't remember
like
his name.
fucking 50.
You keep
Yeah.
Gary Oldman out of this.
I'm like, dude, you did a fucking movie with Drexel, baby.
He's like, what the fuck? Are
No,
you
you just
talking
you're
Maybe
just
I
up in his
am,
face
maybe
like,
I ain't.
You're just up in his face being like, "How was Drexel in real life?"
And he's like, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. This motherfucker ain't got a care in the world, and maybe he don't. It'd be weird, dude. There's no way he can just go outside.
I think he wants to.
I
though.
think he'd be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's all right with having a place there in such a small town, because the people over there are used to it. Like, they're not gonna fuck with you, cause you know better.
Yeah.
Let's be real. If I saw him, if we made eye contact, I'd give him the the nod. Like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
Like, I fucking see you, man.
Yeah.
And he'd
I
probably
know
give
you-
one back. He might even point at me.
Yeah.
Point at me and give me the nod. I'm like, fuck it, dude. That's it. I'm done.
I'd like to think that McConaughey would probably be like, "Hey man, how's it going?"
Yeah.
Like if he's not in a hurry or anything, in my mind, he's just like, "What's up, man?"
Brad
And just
Pitt
like,
did some TV show. They got some TV show coming out where these celebrities, someone in their life that's done something for him. Like he picked his makeup woman that's been with him for like 15 years or something.
yeah,
But they came in and remodeled her house, and it was like a big surprise,
right,
because she was a big influence on him. Apparently there's some tear jerking going on.
yeah,
He really likes her a lot. But they said while he was on set doing the show, like he got in there and helped them. He made it a point to learn everybody's name and would like spend time talking to them.
right,
He didn't just rush through it. Like,
yeah.
I ain't got time to be here. I'm fucking Brad Pitt.
Well, I
And
mean,
you
you
can
kind
kind
of
of tell those. You can kind of tell he's got that vibe, dude.
yeah. Well, you
And I
can,
think McConaughey puts it off. That
yeah. Well, I picked that vibe up from fucking Brad Pitt when he's like, he just shows up and goes out with the Jackass guys. Like he just shows up and goes with them.
yeah.
Who the fuck does that?
The only person I can think of is Bill Murray.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
That's some
Oh,
Bill Murray shit.
like those celebrities that just end up at places.
yeah. Like he just showed up and he's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go put these suits on and ride around." And he's like, "Can I go?" And
Count
they're
me
like,
in.
"Get fucking Novak out of here."
Yeah.
It would be
You know?
Fuck off,
it'd be
BJ.
cool. It would be cool if I mean everybody, even celebrities, they're just normal people. They're just really fucking privileged to get to do what they do for ridiculous sums of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they play pretend.
But they're still normal Joes. So like the first time you find out that Jim Carrey was a metalhead,
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit like that. Like wondering how some of those big, I guess more of the heartthrob actors, like which one of those do, like Momoa, he's in the metal shit too.
Yeah.
Like just being able to sit with some of these people that are known for, all these ridiculous types of roles in movies and being able to pick their brain over something that a common interest,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I mean, and I think that that's what would really separate. I think that's what separates, like, I guess us from the normal population of people, because it's like if I ran into Jason Momoa, you know what I mean? I would be like, "Hey man, I heard you learn how to scream in real life. What
Yeah.
was that like?" I wouldn't be like, "Dude, Aquaman,
that
right?"
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it would be one of those situations where it's like, "Hey, like, what are you up to? That's cool,"
Yeah.
and then be like, "I heard, blah blah blah
Maybe
blah."
just show that you're like it's a genuine interest to
Oh,
meet
and they would
them
like that.
instead of the moment of, hey, I've met them, let's go.
Yeah. Can I have a
Yeah,
picture? Because
yeah.
they get that.
I'd like to think that if I met any celebrity, especially someone that I really liked and respected as an artist, I would be like real not creepy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like real not creepy on it. Because I mean, if I was in that position myself, but if I was in a position like that, I would feed off of like going out and talking
Yeah.
and meeting people. You know what I mean? That would
Be
it would be
awesome. Just to
yeah,
make their fucking dude. That's a story for somebody's lifetime right there.
Well,
yeah,
but then that'll pull in, and of course we don't have to go completely into it. But it also brings up the whole separating art from artists, because that goes hand in hand with, the old saying, don't meet your heroes.
right. Well, and there's certain people that if I had the opportunity to meet, I wouldn't want to meet them because I would be afraid that it
Oh
would
yeah.
destroy destroy
shatter
my
your fucking
perception of
image
them.
of them.
Yeah.
Like if they're a dick to you, you just be like, oh man,
Yeah.
I've been liking you for like 20 years, dude.
Yeah. That's one reason why I've never bought like the Kevin Smith meet and greet package. I don't think that he would be
I
like
don't think
that,
he
but
would either, but I couldn't take it, man.
yeah, I mean, I'd be like, dude, this is
I'd be
fucked up.
so fucking bummed out. But he's that
But
kind of dude. I've heard him talk about it. When you run into him in public and start talking to him, he will ask you if you want to take a picture.
yeah,
He's like, you want to take a picture? Because he knows you want to ask, but you're not.
yeah.
And that's cool.
If I was a celebrity, you know what I would do? And this is gonna sound real fucked up, but this is what I would do. I would get 2 phone lines, right? My personal phone line, and then my
Oh, dude. Like, here, man, let
another.
me get your number. Text me sometime.
Yeah, and I would, if I was
That
ever in a
would blow
hurry.
somebody's mind, dude.
Yeah, if I was in a hurry and I didn't have time to like talk to somebody or hang out or whatever, I'd be like, "Hey man, this is my phone number. Text me sometime. Whenever I get
Yeah.
around to it, I'll hit you
We'll
back."
chat.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, don't blow me up. I don't
Yeah.
want to block your number, but
But I
just text
will,
me.
so don't. Like,
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
cool about it.
Yeah. Um, I
People
mean,
would
me
shit
and
their pants, dude.
yeah. Well, me and Adams had this, and I don't know if Travis was there or not, but we've had this conversation where like, if something would have happened with playing music, this, that, and the other, I would be out there in line with people, like, what up?
Yeah.
What's what? You know,
So you
like
guys here
walking
to
down.
see.
Yeah, like just fucking talking
Cool shirt.
shit. Yeah, just bullshitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you guys hear that fucking Bruce Campbell's running for president, you know?
Yeah, right. And I would also be that person that would be like fucking around with people about other members of the band.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know if Chad's gonna be able to play tonight. I heard he broke his pinky. And they're like, what? What happened? I'd be like, dude, I don't know. He went to take a piss and like his dick was so big it broke his pinky. I don't know, dude. Something weird. You know, like I'd be fucking with people like that. You know what I mean? And then they'd be like, what the fuck is happening right? You know what I mean? Like, that's my personality. Like I would feed off of that shit so much. But I want to imagine McConaughey. If he's not having a bad day and he's not in a hurry, I want to imagine that's
Oh man. He'd be like, where you from?
yeah.
What do you do? And
Wouldn't it be
that'll
cra-
blow your mind. Like when they start asking questions, they're like, want to know about you. What do
Yeah.
you do? What's up? What are you doing? You know, where you from? It's like, well,
What
I
if
mean,
What if he came in your shop one day and needed something
man,
repaired?
I would do it for free. There's no way I could charge him a dime, dude.
Right.
I wouldn't take money. I'd be like, I can't. I'll fix your shit right now.
Yeah. Would you be like, I'll fix it for free if you'll do like a quick spot for this podcast?
I can't charge Rick Peck a dime, dude.
I feel like it would be like a very, very plain moment where it's like, you know, I'm gonna be telling people I fixed your shit.
What I would do, man,
That's payment enough.
is I would play it off like I didn't know, like I'm just like it's a dude. Here's what I would do. McConaughey comes in, you know, he's like, I got a problem, Mike. You know, I think we've talked about this before. I think we have, dude, because I talked about him being in Madison.
Yeah.
And I think we actually had a conversation about this. But I would act normal. And just like, you know, just like he's some regular dude. He'd probably be like, what the fuck, man? This dude ain't, you know, does he not know who
Yeah.
I am? And then when he'd be like, all right, how much, what's the damage? Because that's what people always say. What's the damage? I'd say, hey, Killer Joe, your money's no good here.
Yeah, right.
He'd be
Hit
like,
him with the deed.
oh, shit.
All right.
Keep your chicken wings, buddy.
Yeah, I would. I like to imagine that that's how a lot of celebrities like that are, especially people.
Sorry, man, go ahead.
Well, especially people that kind of came from nothing.
Yeah.
But
well, I was listening to Burt Kreischer's podcast, and he had Adam Richman on there recently. Man versus Food. Y'all remember him?
Yeah.
Do y'all know he said some shit a while. He had some other show that was coming out, and I didn't even know about this because I ain't seen that dude in a while. But he had some other show that was going to come out, and then he was like hanging out one day and said some inappropriate shit on fucking Instagram, and almost got canceled, dude. Dude, his
Really?
show got canceled. He said the C word.
Cunt?
I believe so. They
You
never
black
said it.
cunt?
What it was he was watching The Godfather and repeated some shit he heard on The Godfather. He thought he was being funny.
Yeah.
And woo, I'm like, no, you can't do that now. Especially when you're somebody like. But he had a show that was about to come out. Show was
Right.
canceled. They canceled the filming of the next 18 episodes. He said he felt bad. He's like, it wasn't just me that was out of work. Like it was the crew.
Yeah,
Like
everybody.
all the crew's out of work now, and it's my fault. I fucked this up. But he said he used to do his meet and greets.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, you just sit there, fucking people come up, meet them, you know, you just all fucking day, you're just taking pictures of people, shaking hands and kissing babies, like. And he's like, you know, after a while, you just kind of get run down, man, and you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You just want it to be over with. He said
Right.
his manager pulled him aside and was like, check this out, man. I know you've been doing this shit all day. You do it every year, weeks at a time. Like you see all these people, but here's what you have to remember: the person that you're gonna meet, this might be the only time they ever meet a celebrity.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up for them.
Yeah.
So he said after he told him that, like that always stuck with him.
Right.
But when he would meet people, he was like, this might be their story that they go and tell for fucking,
Yeah.
remember that time I met fucking Man versus what Food
Yeah.
10 years ago? It's like, we heard the story already, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know why I brought that up, but because
Well,
it
I
kind
mean,
of
it
went with
makes.
it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, dude. And then that's like, whenever we went to that vape conventions, fucking Blake Vapes was there,
Mhm.
And I was gonna go
Yeah, I
up to
did.
him and be, yeah, I was gonna go up and be like, hey man, can I get a picture? But I was like, you know what? He just got here.
Yeah.
He's already been stopped like 4 times. You know what I mean? He's not gonna be able to have like a peaceful time at this thing because people, especially people that vapes, know who he is. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I
Um,
just picture a trail of people behind him.
yeah, what's up, dude? But like whenever, I've met anybody after shows or anything like that, they've always been the coolest,
Yeah.
nicest people. Like the guys from fucking Chimera. I've never in my life met anybody that
Down to
was like,
earth.
well, they were so humble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like they
Like
were
they went,
regular dudes.
yeah, they went out there and killed it. This was like the first or second time I saw them. They went out and fucking murdered it, and I was like, "Holy shit, you guys fucking killed!" And they're like, um, it's the beginning of the tour, and we
Yeah,
were a
we're
little
not
bit
tired
rusty.
yet.
Yeah, we're a little bit rusty, but we're getting into the groove, and I'm like, dude, y'all fucking kill. He's like, thanks, shaking everybody's hand, talking to everybody, and like just being normal people. And then you got the Dragon Force guys
Mhm.
who like drank constantly. You know what I
Were
mean?
they nice?
Dude, we hung out with Herman Lee for an hour and a half.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like we talk and he was like talking shit so much. He was like, look at Sam, the other guitar player. He's up there talking to that chick. I think she's 16. And then he'd yell something at him. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And then the guy'd be like, fuck you, shut the fuck up. I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, oh, and then the drummer come out and the drummer we was like, man, how'd you get so good? He's like, oh, I've been playing for like 30 something years. And Herman's like, nah, he ain't been playing that long. He just started playing at the beginning of this tour, like just
Yeah.
ragging on people. But everybody's cool with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's his thing.
And yeah, yeah,
He probably rags on you if he likes you.
yeah, yeah. And then he started ragging on people that he was talking to.
Yeah.
He's like, what's up with that shirt? And it's like, what do you mean? Like, I like this shirt. And he goes, I mean, it's not a Dragon Force shirt. And he's like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just fucking
Just
with
being a
people
dude,
and
man.
yeah, being real down to earth and
When
like
you're
real
sitting there, are
goofy.
you not like, this is the craziest shit ever?
Yeah. No, when I had that moment was when we talked to Gene Hoglan for about an hour and
God
15
damn.
minutes. Yeah. When we saw, because he was drumming for Death Clock. The first time we saw Death Clock, I met the guys from He Is Legend. They were real cool. And then we met him. And this dude is big. He's a big guy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
and he come out there, and like this is like metal royalty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's drummed for
Big
every
deal.
metal band. Yeah, every metal band like ever. And he just comes out and he is like this laid back,
Yeah.
cool motherfucker, dude.
Fucks
Like,
up. You know?
yeah. You know what? Whenever you go to a party and you got that one guy that's kind of just talking to everybody,
Yeah.
and he's carrying around like two cups and smoking a cigarette at the same time.
It's like, how many hands do you have?
Yeah,
You know?
that was this dude. Yeah, it was surreal. So everybody that I've ever met has been real cool and everything. Thankfully, you know.
The His Legend was cool, but they're not real talky.
Nah, they were.
They're cool. They're just
Yeah,
not, you ain't gonna get locked into some long ass conversation with them.
no,
But they are nice.
yeah. Um, yeah, man.
Who's the biggest dick you ever met? I know who mine
Mm,
is.
the drummer for Job for a Cowboy.
Hmm.
That
Oh
was the
yeah.
biggest. That was the
He's just
biggest
a
dick I
douche.
heard. Well, he's good, and he knows he's good. I'll leave it at that.
I
Like,
gotta ask Trav to verify because I might have been somewhat faded. Travis, was
Yeah.
was one of the guys from uh remember
Maylene?
the guy from Maylene at Fathom? Wasn't he a dick?
Mm,
The one guy?
he talked some shit. No, it was
Who
the
was it? We
singer
were
for the
standing at the back of the
no, it was
venue.
the singer for the Showdown.
Was it him?
Yeah.
We were at the back of the venue, and this guy was just being a fucking prick, dude.
Really?
Prick.
Mm.
Make
Don't
you
you
not even
hate
want
it?
to listen to him no more, you know?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, motherfucker, I just bought a Get Snake Bit shirt, you know?
Respect me, bitch. You
Yeah.
know.
I just
Come
gave
on
you
now.
money. And I
Yeah.
bought a pen.
Yeah. This
I think
pen
they
was
gave me the pen.
$18.
Oh, I
I think
remember this.
I think
Remember?
the worst meet that I ever did or meeting or whatever probably had to be the singer and the lead guitar player for the Human Apps.
He went about it.
Not like it did not go good.
Yeah.
It was very awkward. It was very
And I'll do that thing with them. When you go over to talk to somebody or it happens, they're at their merch table, you talk to them.
yeah.
You can tell when it's time to leave.
Yeah.
So, like, some people, they don't pick that up. And they'll
Mm-mm.
just keep standing there. Like, whenever they break off and get into
And
it with somebody else, it's like, no,
as a
dude, you need to
and
leave. Like,
and considering my own experience with playing music and stuff, like I feel like I have an understanding of how that mechanic should go. Like,
yeah,
hey, you did good. Anyway, gotta get you to sign this, and then be on my way.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, leave the conversation
Unless
at the
they keep
discretion
talking to
of
you.
the person being approached.
If they keep talking to you,
Yeah.
it's fair game. But if it's over, it's
But
over. But some people don't get that, man.
but
They'll linger and like follow them
so
around.
yeah. But the the guitar player for the Human Abstract, he was a fucking dickhead, man. Like
Mm.
completely unappreciative of like anything, man.
Do
Like
you do you remember when we were at Summer Slaughter and we were looking at? Remember they had that poster, the show poster,
Yeah.
mhm,
and the tables would have it on there, but it was like a printout. It was like the only one that it was like the lineup of who was there or whatever.
mhm.
Me, you, and Deidre were standing at a table, and she asked the merch guy, "Do you have any more of these posters that I can get one of them?" And he said, "Just take a picture of that one." And it was like,
What the fuck?
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you remember that?
That's why he's a
I
merch
remember
guy.
that. That's why he's a merch guy.
But I think probably one of the nicest moments though had to be meeting the original singer for Bury Your Dead.
Oh, he was cool.
He was really nice. There's also there was a band called Dissonance. I don't know if they're still active
I
or
remember
not.
them.
I probably sat there and talked to. I want to say it was their bassist,
Mm-hmm.
but I sat and talked to him across from his booth for forever, man. When I saw them one time.
Why don't make you feel good?
Yeah. Same thing for the Faceless. That was actually when I found out that apparently the Faceless was having a revolving door of band members. Because at the time I went and saw them, they were supporting the record Al-Qadama, and the singer at the time, I can't remember his name, but he was like, I just joined before the tour started or whatever, because I was just like, man, y'all songwriting's really good and all that stuff, like complimenting him on a technical level and everything. I'd gotten that far into the conversation, you know.
He's like, I just got here.
And he pretty much was like, man, he's like, I wish I could say, you know, I had any hand in that, but I didn't. But yeah, and which I had more respect because it was like he didn't just go with it. So that was cool. Necrophagus, they didn't meet anyone at all. Didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
The only time you saw them was when they got on stage and then when they left.
Yeah.
But
you know, some people are just like that.
Yeah.
The lead singer between the BT Bam.
Yeah.
Real nice guy, but you could tell he's kind of like, you know, it ain't his thing. But he's real nice. He was selling their merch. First time I saw him, and he was super nice.
We were like 14, 15. Probably had only been gotten into Between Them Buried and Me for about a year. We went to finally see him, and me and Adam didn't realize that.
Didn't even know it was a singer selling us the merch we were buying.
We sat there and had a
talk to their merch guy for a minute.
I observed Adam having a conversation with him for a good 15 minutes. I didn't
even know it was him.
He was like, well, I got to go. And then, like, he runs on stage. He's like, we're Between the Buried and Me. And they start playing. And we were like, what the fuck?
We're like, that was the dude, man. But he was real nice, but you could tell he was, you know, he was a little awkward.
We thought it wasn't him, but it was him.
It's the wrong guy. But that's always cool when band members sell their merch.
Yeah.
I would do that because I wouldn't really trust a merch person.
Yeah.
You don't know what they pocket. Like,
well, unless it was
and then go meet the people. Yeah, somebody like that. But, you know, just hiring a fucking stranger to.
Well, not Chess.
Yeah. You guys didn't sell any T-shirts, but we need some new ones. And it's like, what the fuck, dude?
What happened?
Gave some away, you know.
Some chick showed me her
got
tits
free beer. It wasn't free. You had to give them shirts, dude. Shit costs money, dude. You're fired. You only did one show.
So you guys. So let me throw out a scenario. You guys have access to whatever popular band, you know, at the end of a show. You're about to hang out with them for a little bit. They're like, hey, we got 2 hours to kill. Bring something. So you pick a Guy Ritchie film. Which band do you think is going to be the Guy Ritchie? Do you think most bands are going to like be down with it?
I would say that the majority of them would be.
Yeah.
Because even if this is the thing about Guy Ritchie films, clever writing, decent amount of action. Anybody that's into like action flicks or anything, because I would take, if it was me the first time, I would probably take Snatch because it's probably the most easily accessible.
Yeah.
Because you've got, you know, Brad Pitt and Jason Statham, and, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that, I mean, if you're a film fan, even if you're not a hardcore film fan,
it's a good movie.
You're gonna enjoy watching at least one Guy Ritchie movie.
It's like, wait till you hear this Brad Pitt accent.
Yeah, right. He's a fucking gypsy, you know.
You're not allowed to say that anymore.
Oh, he's a.
Tom Segura said that in a special. He said, you're not allowed to say gypsy.
And then he said it.
He said, yeah, he said a woman, because he said gypsy on a special. A gypsy emailed him and bitched him out about it. And he's like, I guess she stole somebody's phone. Because she sent me an email. He turned it into a joke, dude.
That's fucking
people
funny.
emailing him and being like, I can't believe you said what you said while you were doing a comedy show. It's like, he told this one joke, and he's like, if that joke bothered you, don't think about it. That's it. Like, I'll tell you the joke later. It's a little too racy to say on here, but I don't want to steal his material either. You know,
Yeah.
he'll come after you. But
I mean, y'all want to rate this thing? Because I got a couple little
I tell you who I'd like to hang out with.
All right.
When you said band, it would be so cool to get to hang out with Tenacious D.
Yeah.
Because I've been such a huge fan of them for, fucking forever. And it's like, you're just hanging out with Kyle and fucking Jack Black, dude.
So say you get past that level and you're on the let's bring a movie and watch this time when you come to the show, Adam. What movie are you
Not
bringing?
a Jack Black movie. Because it's kind of weird because he's in it, you know?
What if you fucked up and was like in a rush and grabbed Tropic Thunder?
That'd be all right.
Dude, Bernie.
Oh,
He'd be
dude.
like, "Oh shit, you're a fan of this
Dude,
movie?"
whenever I heard him talking during an interview or something, I don't know if it's a podcast, but he said when people like mentioned that one, that's one where he's like, "Oh shit!" Like, because he did like was like he did some real acting in that movie, like,
Yeah.
and fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
That scene of him driving, singing the gospel.
Yeah, I know, right? If I got to hang out with one band, I mean, I
I'll
would
even give you
probably,
this, Dead or Alive.
well, I would probably, just based off of what I know about them, I'd probably want to hang out with Black Dahlia
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like I have a lot more in common with those guys than some
Yeah.
other people. Just from watching their documentaries and
Yeah.
stuff, like, because I've been
They
watching a
seem
lot
like
of
cool dudes.
yeah. Well, I've been watching a lot of Trevor shit.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, Metal
Did you see
Sucks
those
did.
videos that he did with those guys where he was talking about how he learned how to scream and
Yeah. Well,
talking about with his
Metal,
little karaoke machine in his bedroom making metal tapes.
yeah, Metal Sucks did a thing recently where they did a Cribs Metal Edition,
Oh,
and they go to Trevor's house, and he's got this
gotta
room.
see that.
Yeah,
He's
it's
got a
only
nerd
like 10.
cave.
Yeah, well, this room that he's got, it's got a couch in it, and then like 3 of the 4 walls is covered in these like bookshelves, but it's got CDs.
Mm-hmm.
If you meshed mine and Griffin's room together and you all Adam, it was like Trevor.
Yeah, pretty much. Because like he's got the TV set up, and then he's got like he is in on this fucking nerd shit, dude.
Yeah, he's a
got
nerd, dude.
He's got those analog systems. He's got the analog NT, the Super NT,
Yeah,
the Mega SG. So he's playing, and it's
hardcore
crazy.
nerd.
Yeah, he's playing
Nerdcore.
analog, and he's using fucking ROM cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is some fucking like what he's
Some
on this
way
shit.
back shit.
Yeah, like he's like he knows his shit, you know.
His CD collection made me smile on the inside.
It was fucking massive, and the way that he had it broke down, he's like, this is all the death metal from here to here. This is black metal from here to here. This is like, and it's all organized by category, and then each category is alphabetized, and it's like physical media, like it's actual CDs.
He
And
seems
it's
like
fucking-
a kind of guy like if you could just sit around and it's like you just whatever he wanted to talk about. Let's go, dude. I'm here.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, he would be one of those guys like hanging out with Trav.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, have you ever heard of these guys? It's like, I have not. It's like, and then he puts the album on.
Yeah, you're like, let me pull him up on Spotify, and he slaps you because he's
He
got the
slaps the
fucking
phone.
physical copy. He's like, bitch,
Yeah.
you want to look at the artwork?
Yeah, right. You want to
Check
get
out the
book
booklet.
Yeah. You know.
He's a physical media kind of guy.
Yeah, which is respectable in the age of digital, you know.
Yeah.
But I would definitely want to hang out with him.
That would be cool.
So
But,
the gentleman, guys, what's the rating?
Full blown star for me, dude. And I'm gonna quote Griffin on this. Last night when he got online. Nope, the night you watched. Yeah, that was last night, right?
Yeah.
After Griffin watched it, he got online and he said, Adam, are you ready to suck this movie's dick? And I was like, yeah, I am.
It was I was sucking its dick hard last night, right? I was like, dude, Guy Ritchie's back, you know,
Yeah.
like I was in it.
Yeah, I watched it last night, dude. As soon
It
as I
was
got
so
offline, I went and watched the whole thing, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't even get sleepy. It's like
I
3
mean,
in the morning. I'm still watching it.
you can't stop watching it.
Mm-mm.
The characters, the plot, the comedy, that whole fucking thing where he's in that gym walking around.
Yeah.
And he's like, he says that, he's like, you black cunt. And he
Yeah.
goes, that's kind of racist,
It's
isn't
like,
it? And
well,
he
you're
goes,
black and you're a cunt.
yeah, he's like, he's not saying that your race is a cunt. He's just saying that you're being one, which you are.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just fucking hilarious, you know?
Yeah, he was pretty funny.
But I love at the end where he's like, I don't want to get involved in some mob shit unless I'm forced to be involved in some mob
Yeah.
shit. Like, he kind of let him know, like, I can do this, but I don't really want to do it, but I can do it, you know? But yeah, I'm giving it I'm giving it one of those little golden bullets.
He's a proper handsome cunt.
Yeah.
That's what he said about that one guy.
He said,
Golden bullet.
yeah.
Could give it a paperweight.
Yeah, one. Does it get 3 paperweights?
It gets one from me.
It gets. I say it gets 3 Derringer paperweights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
man, it was so fucking.
And we really didn't spoil it too much, so
No.
you know.
It's worth watching.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing we said happens at the beginning.
Yeah.
And, you know. Worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's a buy, dude. What'll be awesome
is.
is if they do a 4-pack.
Yeah, with all the British
Yeah.
Guy
The
Ritchie
old,
shit.
you know, put Snatch in there.
The
Lock,
Caper
Stock.
collection.
Yeah. Yeah. This goes in that box set. For sure.
Did y'all before we get into some news, did y'all see my recent pickups at the Dollar General?
I did.
Oh, I did. Did you see them, Trav?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Strange Brew on Blu-ray.
Uh-uh.
And as
Especially
soon
for
as
that price. Where'd you got it at
Yeah.
Dollar General?
Yeah, dude.
And you just
Yeah.
happened to look in the little thing? See what they got.
Yeah. Yeah, I was walking by and I saw Rick Moranis. And I was like, wait a minute. And then behind it was that special edition, unrated version of Natural
It's
Born
the
Killers on
Diamond
Blu-ray.
Edition or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, this case is fucking heavy.
Yeah.
It's got magnets built into it. And like it's a quad. It opens up in half
Oh,
and then it
yeah.
opens again. And it's all full. Like
Yeah.
the artwork is all full
Oh,
and
that
everything.
shit, I go in on that, dude.
Yeah.
Even if
And-
I own a movie, I've got multiple copies of some movies just because the case looked different and it was cheap.
Yeah. Well, I have
Motherfucker, dude.
I have it on
DVD?
on DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one of those movies that's so fucking strange.
It is.
Like you don't watch it often, but when you
Uh-uh.
do, you want to watch the best quality you can. 'cause of how
It's going
fucking
to look
crazy.
amazing on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I told Marina we got to watch it because she's never seen it before. So, but anyway,
Strange
wanna do
Brew's
a
going to look good.
dude, I haven't watched that. I used to watch it all the time, and I haven't seen it in probably like 5 or 6 years.
Oh, it's going to be like
cannot
watching it for the
wait.
first time again, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh my fucking tits off, dude. I can't wait. Y'all want to do a Corona Chronicles update?
Oh, my God. Have y'all seen the numbers today?
No.
Click on that. Roll that beautiful Corona footage, dude. Click that link. Total
All right, let's
confirmed
see.
cases.
All right. Almost 2 million. 1.98 million. Well, I got some
600,000
news.
in the U.S.
Yeah. Travis don't know this, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
Trav,
Yeah.
I got laid off.
Wow.
Tell him why.
So, all right. So apparently, there's this guy on one of the lines that went and got tested, and he tested positive. And then there was another guy on another line that went and got tested, and they tested positive. So let me tell you how fucking shitty the people I work for are. I'm not gonna mention any names.
Yeah.
But so what they did was they told us when all this shit started happening that if they had to shut down, they would pay everybody if they had shut down for coronavirus, right? Well, guess what they shut down for?
What?
Absenteeism. And the
Because they don't
reason
have
they
enough
did
people.
the reason they did
I
that,
don't quite
they had
understand
enough
what that
people.
means.
All right, they had enough
I
people to
mean,
run.
this sounds like some made up shit, dude.
They laid everybody off for absenteeism
Uh-huh.
because if they laid us off because of coronavirus, they
Then
would
they'd
have
have
had
to
to
pay
pay
you.
everybody. Yeah. So to get out of paying and giving us the ability to draw unemployment, they just laid everybody off for absenteeism.
Yeah, but how? I mean, how? How does that work? That's just the reason they use.
Yeah, that's
Even if
just the
that's not
reason.
what happened, that's what they put down.
Yeah, that's what's on the paperwork.
Because let's say 2 guys leave, still plenty of people.
Well, Mom texted me earlier and said that over 30 people had went to the testing site today to get tested, and that was all the people that worked on that line that came into
Oh,
contact
they're
with
gonna
them.
have more people. Yeah, they're gonna have it. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
now. Let me
So,
ask you this, because before I remember you said that if someone can't come to work because they have coronavirus, they
yeah,
get paid.
yeah, they do.
So those people will get paid.
Well, the people that have confirmed cases will be
Mhm.
paid because they can't come to work. But the people that are being tested are not allowed to return back to work
Ah, so that won't.
until,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So, like, I could go get tested at any time
yeah.
and it wouldn't count against me,
Mm.
but I also wouldn't get paid for it until the test
Wow, they
came
found
back.
a way to weasel out of that.
Yeah.
So
until,
they didn't shut down when they were supposed to.
yep,
People got it, and they
yep,
were like, remember, they were like, if anybody gets it, we'll pay everybody, we'll do this. So people got it because they didn't shut down,
yep,
and now they don't want to fucking man up and do what they said they'd do.
pretty much.
And it's their fault,
Yeah, it really is. And I
especially
know,
if more test positive there.
yeah,
It's like, what are the odds that all those people went out and caught it somewhere else? No, dude, they caught it at fucking work,
yeah,
where they're at every fucking day, touching all this shit. And,
yeah.
I mean, is anybody wearing masks there?
Some people are, but we don't have any hand sanitizer. We
Mm-hmm.
don't have.
Well, you
I
said
don't
y'all
think
had
they
some,
have.
they took it, right?
No, we hid it.
Mm.
We hid that shit. But there's a couple of people there that are wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
There are some people that are wearing gloves, but they're providing their own.
Yeah, they're not making you,
Well, they're not providing.
which they should.
Yeah,
It definitely gloves.
yeah.
I
So,
mean, how hard is it to hand you some fucking gloves?
well, according to them, it's the most difficult thing
Might
to
have a
do.
damn. I mean, dude, you might have to go all union on them, dude.
Well, we'll see what happens because the contract's up this year and it's going to be a whole new negotiation. And guess who's fucking going to try to be one of the negotiators? Your boy.
You gonna try to get in there?
I want to get in on these union negotiations
Well, let me
so that
ask
I
you,
can.
how does that happen? Does the other employees there vote you in?
Yeah,
Because they backing you.
yeah,
They'll try to
yeah.
find a reason to fucking. They'll be like, oh no, we're not gonna do it that way anymore.
I might actually get a promotion off of it
Yeah.
so they don't have to deal with me because they know I'll fucking raise hell on these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. And another thing that I feel like is going to happen is we would normally have these meetings once a month, like just update meetings, this, that, and the other. And I feel like they are going to postpone that as long as possible so that people will hopefully forget about how they handled the situation. And they won't be questioned about how they didn't how they failed to handle the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm there, I'm gonna be like, look, y'all fucked up, and I need to know that y'all are putting something in place.
Yeah.
That way, if something like this ever happens again, because they're saying that whenever fall comes back around,
Yeah.
it's gonna
That's what
pop
I'm
up
hearing.
again. So how are you gonna handle this
Yeah.
shit the
You
next
gonna
time it
fuck us
happens?
again?
Yeah.
Because if
So
so, then we're gonna hold this shit up for a few days here.
yeah.
We might go on strike.
Well, in our contract, we have a no strike,
Oh.
no lockout measure, which means that we can't strike and they can't lock us out. But if they
Fair enough.
if they shut the company down and close it, then we're locked out.
Yeah,
So
which is what
it's
they've
like
done, right?
pretty much.
And the way they laid you off, wait, he don't know for how long.
Well, it's as of right now, we'll go back on Monday, but we have to call the call-in line on Sunday to see if the plant is open back up. Because if
They want to see how many people tested positive.
yeah, and once they figure out that information, then they'll decide whether they want to go forward with production or not. So
They've added a new tab in over here to show you the tested. 33,000 people have been tested in Alabama.
that's a lot of fucking.
Yeah, there's been over 3
Jesus.
million tests so far in the U.S. The
That's
most
fucking
being in New York
nutters.
City at almost 500,000.
Right. Oh,
Dude, if this shit comes back again, I mean,
what are
we
we
got to
gonna
be
do?
better prepared next time.
Yeah.
Like,
Agreed.
they got to pump these ventilators out, like. And then here's the
Yeah.
thing, dude. What if this shit mutates?
Yeah. What if it's the new flu?
Well, I mean, we're not even considering the fact that there's, you have the horror stories of the possibility, like a second wave. It'll hit. Like if you get sick with it again, it's even worse.
Then what? Yeah. Your lungs are already partially fucked up
Yeah.
from having it before. And then what's going to be the aftermath of this? People that have, because we don't have enough time to know this yet. Are these people going to have like health problems from this years later?
Right.
You know, like,
Well, I mean,
are they going to have to take lungs and shit out? You know, like,
you'll have permanent lung damage
Yeah.
from it. That is guaranteed.
Which is fucked up, man.
this shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Bill Gates was right.
But yeah, I wanted to hit on that because it's relatable, especially this week. I mean, if we're going, since we have the ability, and listen, people, if you're out there listening, you got the ability to podcast. You need
Oh,
2
yeah.
programs. That's all you need.
Yeah, you could even use your phone.
Yeah. So, not the coronavirus is not a reason to stop
No.
producing content for people.
And if you need help figuring it out, you can hop online and there's thousands of tutorials showing you how to do it for free.
Or message me and I'll give you Adam's personal email address.
Well, if you hit us up at realstatepodcast@gmail.com, I'll reply.
Yeah, I mean, we'll help you out.
I'll find out what you got
Yeah.
and tell you how to. But look, you could even do it like this. Like for good audio, you can hop in a call with your friends and have all of your friends take their phone out and hit record at the same time, and then just sync that audio up together, and there you go, dude. You got decent sounding shit. Or you could record the call like we do. I mean, we're advanced over here. We've been doing this for years, but 160 episodes.
Well, I mean, and it sounds good.
Yeah.
Like when I listen back, it sounds like we're actually in the room with one
And we're
another.
not.
We're states away, dude.
Yeah. About
We're
4 hours away.
Yeah, we're in a different fucking zip code, you know?
Yeah. Shout out to fucking Discord.
Shout out to Pears, dude.
Yeah. Damn, dude. I didn't expect that. Shout out to Pears.
I brought it back, man. So I do have 2 little movie news things.
Hell yeah. Is it the stuff that's in here, or you got... Oh, you got something else.
I got some other stuff.
Okay.
So what I've got is Sam Raimi will direct Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh.
So he is, this is what he said. Loved Doctor Strange as a kid, but he was always after Spider-Man and Batman for me. He was probably at number 5 for me of great comic book characters. He was so original, but when we had the moment in Spider-Man 2, I had no idea we would ever be making a Doctor Strange movie. So it was really funny to me that coincidentally that line was in the movie. I got to say, I wish we had the foresight to know that I was going to be involved in the project. So apparently in Spider-Man 2, it says During a recent interview, the filmmaker was asked about a Doctor Strange reference he included in Spider-Man 2, in which that name is suggested for Doctor Octopus. But J. Jonah Jameson explains that the name is taken. In his answer, Raimi confirmed that he is indeed taking on the MCU sequel. Here's what he had to say. So it's happening, man. It's real. Sam Raimi, and I'm kind of excited about it, especially if they're going to
Yeah.
go more of a horror route. So it's going to be good. And then John Krasinski, rumored to have met with Marvel Studios,
Oh.
and everybody is still thinking about him being Mr. Fantastic and Fantastic Four.
He looked good in the fucking outfit, dude.
Yeah. So it's just speculation, is all this article's saying. But there's rumors that he has met with Marvel, which if he does, and that's a reality, I'm down.
Hey, what if
Just
they're meeting with him because they want him to fucking direct something?
what if they want him to direct and star and write?
Oh.
I mean, he's proved to be a competent director, writer, and actor.
Yeah,
So,
his 2 movies made money.
yeah. So
But I saw that photoshopped mock-up of him,
it looks
wearing the
good.
suit, and I was like, I thought it was real.
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
oh shit.
So let's see. Trav drop this in. Marvel fans create 6 new viewing orders for the MCU.
We
So
finally got our machete orders for the
yeah.
whole movies.
So apparently there is the side character cut, which is Captain Marvel, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming, Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Spider-Man Far From Home. The Iron Man cut, which is Iron Man 2, The Avengers, Iron Man 3, Age of Ultron, Captain America Civil War, Homecoming, Infinity War, Endgame, and optional Far From Home. Then we got the Captain America cut, which is Captain America, The Avengers, Winter Soldier, Age of Ultron, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. And then the Infinity Stone cut, which is Captain America, Captain Marvel, Avengers, Thor: The Dark World, Guardians of the Galaxy, Age of Ultron, Doctor Strange, Infinity War, and Endgame. The Cosmic Marvel cut, Captain Marvel, Thor: The Dark World, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Ragnarok, Infinity War, and Endgame. The Arc Reactor cut, which is Avengers, Age of Ultron, optional Civil War, Infinity War, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Thor, Captain America, The First Avenger, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Homecoming, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Endgame. Which is like, so you watch, and
That's the true machete order.
yeah, so you watch Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Civil War optional. Well, we're gonna say Civil War. Then you watch Infinity War, and then you go back and watch the first film of every character or every team, and then watch Endgame. Wow.
How do y'all feel about that?
I
I
want to
think
give
it.
that a try.
Yeah. Well, I think it's good that people are finding different ways to occupy their time during the quarantine. And if they're using it for something like that, which is like harmless and mundane, I'm all for it. I mean, people got to find something to do.
I was gonna throw that at you, man. Since you have a bunch of them up on your server, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You've already got quite a few of them. What do you think about getting the fucking catalog up on there, dude?
I'll put it up there.
I
I'll get it.
started. We were talking about the other night, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll get them all." And I was like, "Well, Griffin's got a bunch of them already."
Yeah.
So I'll see just to keep them in one spot.
Yeah, me and Adam's been cross coordinating shit,
Yeah,
Trav. Like if I have one and he's got the other, I'll take one down and he'll put it on his, or vice versa. That way, like
trying to
if
keep it
like
grouped up.
yeah, like I've got all the bad boys and he's got one of the bad boys on his, so I put them all on mine and he took the one bad boy
Yeah,
down. That way, whenever you get ready to watch it, you're not fucking looking through all the shit to try to find it. You know what I mean?
And I got I have the Star Wars movies up.
Yeah.
You know, I'll add a few. I'm missing like maybe 2.
Yeah.
But
So that way we're not doubling up,
yeah.
and we're also streamlining it for anybody that's. One day we're going to form a Patreon, and for $16 a month, you get access to the Premium Plex real estate servers.
Real estate server.
$16 a month. So, the next thing that we've got here, Adam dropped this in here.
Did I?
Behold, Dune.
Oh, you guys got to
ex-
open this link. You got to open it, Trav.
An exclusive look at Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, and more.
Where it says access everything, just click that little thing over there, little drop down.
Yeah.
But it's all the first screens, shots from the movie.
I mean, it looks fucking Dune as shit, man.
Yeah. Notice the blue eyes?
Yeah.
Let me check them out.
Is that
Oh,
Josh
dude, it's the
Brolin?
guy from Devs, Trav. The group of people is the fat dude from Devs. See him?
Yeah.
I mean, he who controls the spice.
In that one picture under that where it shows the director talking to him, is that Javier Bardem over there, dude?
It is.
Is it?
It says director Dennis Villeneuve and Javier Bardem. Javier
Why is she
Bardem.
dressed like a fucking Jedi? Sorry, go ahead.
I bet Javier Bardem's character is going to be the his right hand man of the guys.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac he's playing Duke Atreides.
Is that Jason Momoa? Without
Yeah,
a beard? He looks what?
He's playing Duncan Idaho, dude.
Oh wow.
The guy that was like training him or whatever.
Now if you look at the picture under that, y'all look at the picture of him with the staff.
Yeah.
The picture under that, this chick is wearing some of the clothesline from Kanye West.
Oh, are
Y'all
these
remember those?
the Yeezys?
No, but he had a clothesline where it was like post-apocalyptic, you know, like.
Oh yeah.
And that's what the people were wearing with shit like that. It was like, dude, ain't nobody gonna wear that shit out in public.
Is that where the majority of the budget's going?
That outfit. They're paying.
Yeah.
Kanye West is flying in. All right, here's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. We gonna get up real in this Dune
Put
shit.
Yeezys on everybody.
It's like, how much is that gonna cost?
$50 million.
It's like, what?
Sounds like Josh Brolin can't wait to play Cable again.
I mean, I'm down for that. I'm totally down for that. So, y'all keep it going for 2 seconds, please.
All right, man.
I gotta do something.
Okay. Hey, Trav.
Hey.
What's up?
I'm still looking at these stills from
Looks
from
good,
Dune.
doesn't it?
Yeah. I hope it's a win.
I think
I
it
really
will
do.
be. I think it, dude. There's no way this movie gets made if there's not hope for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see.
But yeah, it's just I'm interested. I can't wait for a trailer.
I'm back.
Did we talk about last week about how Kevin Smith wasn't getting his money off the movie?
Off of Clerks?
Yeah, was that on the pod?
No, we talked about that in real life.
Just hanging out, our little private podcast.
Yeah.
I saw the article here. It made me think about it, but that's something we were talking about. I don't know if you were there, Trav, but Smith didn't make any money off of Clerks. The first one. He wasn't being, when they bought it, he didn't get any money off of it. And then what was it? All the money that was made off of it, they used to put on a party at the film festival. They got a yacht, right?
They bought a Pulp Fiction yacht
to celebrate Quentin's movie.
Yeah.
On Kevin's dime. And then kept telling him that it wasn't making any money, it wasn't making money. And at some point, they had to audit. And they found, there's a bunch of money they didn't pay you. So he had beef with Weinstein before, and he has come out since then, and he said that any money that he makes off of the Miramax movies from here on out, that he was gonna donate to some kind of, kind of like a Me Too type charity.
Yeah, a woman's suffrage thing.
But that's just crazy. And we were talking about it when we were hanging out. I almost said the pod, but our own little private pod.
Our life is a pod, dude.
Yeah, but it got him to where he needed to be.
Yeah.
Because if Miramax doesn't pick that up in the movie, I mean, I was talking about how he doesn't go on to make all these other movies, and there's all these podcasts that shit we wouldn't be podcasting. I mean,
no,
that's kind of what made us want to do it. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was, and then we got to bring this up. Speaking of Kevin Smith, Griffin informed me the other day that they might be shutting down the secret stash, and I'm not going into any of the other talk right now.
Yeah.
But they may be shutting down the secret stash due to coronavirus and the drop-in sales, and which is crazy, man. I mean,
yeah.
You hate to hear that. Now they are going to open the Smod Castle in New Jersey, which looks like the video store next to the actual Quick Stop. I'm not sure. It looks like it.
I watched that first video.
Mm-hmm. It looks like he was in the store.
It's in the shopping center that the Quick Stop's in.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the opposite end.
Oh, okay. Which is still awesome because you can visit the Quick Stop.
Yeah.
Go in there and buy something. So is it still a store? Is it operational?
Yeah, I mean it's got the
awesome.
sign and everything out. Yeah.
Do they have the sign that says "I assure you we're open"?
I don't think so.
That would be so cool if they put that in the window.
I know.
It would be cool to stand in front of that shop like they did and get a picture.
Yeah, right.
But I just thought that was crazy that this coronavirus has hit so hard that if shit doesn't pick up by the time they got to renew the lease, then the secret stash, man, is no more.
Yeah,
that's a sad day.
Which is, I mean, it's an icon.
We were talking about it on Signal, but the reason they may be okay with that is because they're opening the other store, and they could possibly move all the other shit there. Yeah. I don't know if that's their plan, but just think about it. You got pretty much the secret stash inside Smod Castle. It's a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Right there next to the store, like.
It's all in one. So. Yeah, if it closes, I'm gonna be sad.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer, man.
Tell him, Steve Dave,
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's got me big time into podcasts. So, like, they're still going to keep doing it. But, like, knowing that they're around the poker table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's.
You hear Ming in the background.
Yeah, you hear fucking.
Not spending time with his family.
Get him trolling around.
I know what's Get him going to do. He'll probably get a job at the damn.
You know his house burnt down?
I don't.
Yeah.
What happened?
Apparently, something happened, but his house burnt down.
Watch collection catch on fire?
Probably. But yeah. It's fucking nuts.
We'll do a if it happens, when it happens, we might have a little memorial service here on the podcast.
We got to.
For the secret stash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I felt like that was movie news. But other than that, dude, trailers are fucking getting thin, and movie news is the same old shit.
But I believe there is a gem.
Oh.
In one of these trailers, and I can't wait to get to it.
Well, we got a couple here, and I'm ready to skim through these beasts.
All right, let me pull it up over here. I got my setup. I got my thing that I do. That thing you do. The guy that wrote that song died, coronavirus.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Shit's crazy, man.
Yeah.
He was in the hospital like, on a respirator, singing that thing you do.
What a way to go.
All right, hang
What
on.
a way to go.
What's their first trailer?
Termination. Sci-fi.
It's a foreign, I do believe.
It looks a foreign, but
It looks a low budget.
well, if
We're
it
gonna find
if
out.
it if it's like Coherence, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that was low, dude. Low budget as fuck.
Yeah,
What budget?
their budget was like $300.
Yeah, $50.
Yeah, right.
The food on the table. You guys ready? You ready, Trav?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, it's not foreign.
Corey Taylor?
All right.
A motion picture experience?
Come on now. That's in the role of a lifetime. It looks like Corey Taylor got a hold of a bedazzler. Why is that shit upside down? It doesn't look. I mean, it's got a little bit of a budget. Yeah, it's bland. I don't know what's happening though. I probably would have left the Corey Taylor guy out of the video, the trailer, possibly the movie. That's that chick from Game of Thrones, right? You know nothing, Jon Snow?
Like so.
Yeah, it looked like it.
The cameras in this film automatically make me not want to watch it. I don't like that. Whatever type of camera they're using,
Yeah.
or maybe the filter, I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next up we got a Tom Berenger
Whoa,
flick.
that's a name.
Blood and Money.
Is this a Warzone movie? I
Uh
played a little
Thunder?
Blood and Money.
Yeah, I think so. Wouldn't that be crazy if it was?
Well, I'm not gonna put a thumb on it just yet. But real estate was here. You ready, Trav? Tom Berenger.
Yep.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. That's not the right gun that makes that noise, dude.
Uh-oh.
Not completely isolated. That woman was there. Black Dingus, dude. Oh, it's got that guy. I don't remember his name, but instead of it's Deer Hunter, dude. Buck Hunter. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
What's that remind you of?
Fucking
No Country?
yeah.
This is No Country for Tom Berenger. The only way it would be better is he burning money?
I think so.
The only way it would be better is if it was Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah,
He
right.
was like, "Look here, Slick." Little No Country for Old Men, dude. It's deer blood. So yeah, dude, blood money.
Yeah, I mean,
Find a big bag on the ground. Got to kill everybody around it.
I saw that it had Tom Berenger in it, so I was like, I mean,
Yeah. Oh, I saw the trailer,
yeah.
but then you'd already put it in here, so I was like,
Oh, I
"Proof of
beat you
beat
to
me."
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
I actually saw half of this trailer
The main
here.
event.
Yeah, like I was watching something on something that had ads in it.
Yeah.
It was a short clip. You cut you with it if you needed to, you know.
All right. It's got fucking The Miz.
WWE directed this. It's a
Oh, okay.
WWE Netflix movie.
Okay.
I mean, I thought it was
Did you see
a
any of it?
trailer. No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a trailer, so I just dropped it
I'm
in
not
there.
shitting on it. I
Right.
saw some of it and I was like, okay, all right.
I'm ready
Here's
for
what it
it.
reminded me of. What was that movie we watched where the kid like gets the thing and he's really strong? That's a few movies I know, but
Shazam?
maybe kind of like that. But the kid gets the thing
Big.
and he's like some badass wrestler. Y'all ready? Taco Nacho. 3, 2, 1, play. I've had diarrhea since Easter's. The main event. That's what we're watching, guys. He'll be beating them kids up later.
Right.
Oh my god.
It's Jumanji, dude.
It's a luchador mask in the fucking wall. Y'all see WWE's got a Netflix deal.
Yeah, I
Big
say
show's
that.
coming. This. Told you he was gonna fuck them up. Y'all recognize her? Martin.
Holy shit.
They would never allow this to happen.
No.
Why does his voice change? Come on, it ain't gonna be no Ready to Rumble, but wait. It's not the bullet in the gun that makes you a man. Be cooler if that was D'Lo Brown. I don't know if that's gonna go over well. Kick a fucking tree over, dude.
I mean,
It looks
I
like
only
a
got one
silly this
question.
time, dude.
I only got one question.
why?
Do I get a toy with my Happy Meal when I watch this movie?
It's definitely a
Uh-huh.
kid movie.
Yeah. Wait, before we go on to the next trailer, I thought that Big Shaq was in The Gentleman. For a minute, when they started doing
Big
that
Shaq.
rap shit, I was
Yeah.
like, is that...
Skibbity pow.
Because, you know, when it shows that guy the first time, you don't
Yeah.
really get to see him. And I was like, dude, is that fucking... Because he's like...
What was that chorus, dude? What were they saying?
I don't remember. It was fucking...
Man's not hot.
Yeah. Man's
Never
got
hot.
Glock.
But I just wanted to throw that. I
That
meant to
shit was
mention that earlier.
ridiculous, dude.
It was so...
Was it fight porn? They was like, "Are you uploading
Well-
fucking fight porn?" You know? It was like,
Yeah.
get
Take
this
it-
shit
take it
off the
down.
internet.
Yeah. That shit was fucking hilarious. He beat the shit out of those guys.
Yeah. What was funny is when they went in there and the one guy walks out and he's like, "Hey, Joey." Joey comes out. "Hey, Mickey." Mickey comes out. They just kept coming out. Nobody had guns.
No.
You think if you were guarding a fucking pot garden underground with millions of dollars of product, you'd at least have a weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if the cops show up, you're already going to jail. You know, like,
Yeah.
Might
Yeah.
as well have a gun. But they kicked those dudes' ass and took all their weed.
Yeah.
He's like, we're giving it back. You know?
We're giving it back.
Yeah, he's like, the debt will be paid. What was funny was when he shot those guys at the end and he looked at him and held 4 fingers up and was like,
Yeah.
you got 4, bitch. That's enough.
Yeah.
Coach was badass.
He was.
Perfect for the role.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, I'm ready for proximity.
Fines?
Ugh.
It's a sci-fi action. Oh, action movie.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Look at the studios that released it.
Shout. All right.
Change it.
Let's
You ready,
do it.
Trav?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play. I saw the screenshot for it, and I thought this kid looked familiar. Something's
looks like
happening.
Disturbance in the force. Or maybe something's in proximity.
It's a Tremors movie, dude. It's shot well.
Yeah.
Whoa, another meteor movie? Well, the other one was Asteroid, right? Oh. Don't you tease me, movie trailer. He puts off vibes like that dude from what was it, The Good Guy?
Yeah.
What was that kid? Bad guy, good guy? Cool fly guy, what was it? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a new Fire in the Sky?
Nobody will ever take Travis's story away from him. I don't remember his last name, but I remember his name was Travis. All right, the music. Probably not the best choice.
Bad batch of cocaine on that one.
That's the same diner they shot that short film in. I think that this trailer would have been better without music.
Yeah.
So is this Fire in the Sky meets Race to Witch Mountain?
I think so.
It was easy. Leave it at that.
I would probably watch that. It doesn't
Might be
look.
something going on there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested enough, and they don't give too much away.
Y'all gonna want to save mine for last. Let's skip this next one.
Okay. Because
Save
Trav's
it
got
for
the
last?
best one.
Uh,
This has Johnny Knoxville in it.
We Summon the Darkness.
Yeah. That's why I picked it.
I'm ready for it.
Oh. All right, here we go. You ready, Trav?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play. See what we got. By the way, this is out. Seen it. They're talking about coronavirus.
Is it?
It's a small store.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
They're
Been in a store
five,
like that
dude.
before.
Dude,
Look,
they're in the one outside of 5.
Y'all want any bait or tackle?
Over to the right of the screen is like, where you get the bait and tackle.
Mm-hmm. The crickets.
Yep.
You gotta bring your own thing to put them in though. Johnny Knoxville's playing a preacher. Who y'all think's playing the bad guy?
His hat says older than dirt. That's fucking awesome.
I think Johnny Knoxville's playing the bad guy in this trailer, the movie. They don't give it away in this, but I think that's what's gonna happen. Oh, what is this, a twofer?
So is that just a clip?
I guess. This is the actual trailer. I got the
Oh,
wrong
okay.
one, I guess. She's got one of those ring pops.
Yeah.
Whoa, at the hair. Come on, don't do the whole scene again. Soldiers of Satan?
That's the band. Come on.
They're drinking Jaeger. I know that bottle.
Wait, what?
I don't know, but that ain't the band. Can't be the band.
A band that's scared to turn up their gain?
You don't think we can take care of us now? Look at this shit. Fucking Danny McBride knockoff.
What's that Sal?
It might be.
Is that Derry?
I think so.
I don't know what y'all talking about. Dairy?
From
Letterkenny.
yeah.
It does kind of look like him. I think Johnny Knoxville's the bad guy in that movie.
It looked like Suck.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like it sucks.
Well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I do know.
Suck. A movie that lived up to its name.
It's almost like it was almost like a joke.
Yeah, right.
This movie's called Space. Wonder what it's
Baby
about.
movie. Probably like deep diving in the
It would be
ocean.
so funny if it doesn't have anything to do with space.
Well, if it's like about needing space.
Yeah, like wide open spaces.
It's about wide open spaces. All right, I'm ready.
You ready, Trav?
Yep.
At least it says B movie.
It lets you know.
Yeah. The other movie did not. This one says B movie, sci-fi.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
Judo. The Last Transmission.
Y'all think this is going to be a movie that hams it up? Ooh, played that video game on PlayStation 1, you know? Two-Face. Might be a silly goose time.
Is this a sci-fi movie?
Check that mustache out. Mr. Mustachio. What's up, chick? Is that it? Is that really it?
Yeah.
All right, I feel like I cheated us on that one.
Yeah, probably gonna have to pass on that one, guys. Sorry, but you know.
So I saw this a little bit ago, and I was like, I didn't even know this was happening.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I'm interested though.
Yeah, all the other Lego movies are pretty good. They're funny.
Right. Well, I'm ready for it.
Let's do it.
All right, hang on. 3, 2, 1, play. Shazbot.
Billy.
Father Time, dude.
This was supposed to be direct to video because it doesn't have the quality of the other. I thought it was the other Lego style movies.
Yeah.
The mind of a child.
Mm.
Wow.
Not the same Batman.
Not even Will Arnett.
Mm. How high? Mm. So he was a kid that's turned into a superhero. Now everyone's been reversed into a kid.
Yeah.
That's what's happening there. That's
Yeah.
okay.
I felt like you looked away in
I
disappointment
did.
at that.
I looked over like over here to nothing. Was like okay. Amazon
Uh,
Studios. Ooh,
so
2018.
so while we were all and the rest of the world were sucking off Joker and what it was gonna be and all this stuff, Walking Phoenix did this shit, and I'm excited.
This is from 2018.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right. I'm ready.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. Mm. Jack
What?
Black sold. Amazon, not known for their movies, but Inherit Vice meets Beach Bum. Fucking right, dude. Got to be the 70s. Oh, he's paralyzed. This is his Bernie. Dick don't work. It's fucking Jonah Hill, dude.
Long hair.
Oh, is this guy gonna turn into some animator? Oh shit, dude. Sounds like the Beatles. It is, right?
I think so.
Sounds like John Lennon. Who's this based on and what's happening here? We kind of got a futile and stupid gestures going on here. Like, what's this? That's probably a story about someone that was famous for cartoons.
Yeah. It looks
Right.
good, though.
Yeah,
So is it a movie or a series?
I'm not sure.
I'll
I
tell
saw
you.
my wife and I watched the trailer, and the minute I did, I was like, "Guys, I gotta see it." So I left
Let's
it there and
see.
figured.
It is a movie, hour and 55 minutes. Drama,
Down.
comedy, drama? They doubled down the drama. Uh, Rotten Tomatoes 76, Google users 89.
I'm down.
We'll be getting it. I'll throw it up. Budget 3.5. It made 4.2, and that's being on a streaming service.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm ready for it. So John Callahan was an American cartoonist, artist, and musician in Portland, Oregon, noted for dealing with macabre subjects and physical disabilities.
Oh, so he'd make cartoons about it,
Yeah, John
which is
Callahan
okay
worked.
because, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
that's cool.
Wonder why? Wonder what made him like when you see people like that. Because something like that, I mean,
Yeah,
you got to sell it.
really
Script
got
had to
to
be good because I mean, you saw the people that Jack Black was there, and
Yeah.
Jack was like, "Well, Joaquin's doing it tonight." Come on now, yeah.
So, what are we watching next
We
week?
don't
Trav?
have anything lined up. Trav, you want to cash in your voucher yet, or do y'all want to watch something new? Or
I'm gonna pass on the voucher.
you gonna wait on it?
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky little snake.
I'm
He's
gonna
gonna
play
hit
that.
us.
I'm gonna play it strategically.
I did
Yeah,
want to
he's
throw
gonna
this.
hit us
It's not
hard.
something I want to do on the podcast, but they did release that Mortal Kombat Scorpion's
animated?
Revenge, and I'm gonna grab that and throw it up.
Hell yeah.
Fantasy Island's out. I don't know if that's something you guys want to see. Let's see what else we got. We Summon the Darkness. No, I'm just kidding. I'll quit if we have to. No, I'll do it.
Let's do The Dead Don't Die.
Yeah.
Corey's been going on about this movie,
Yeah,
and
he
none of
watched
us
it.
have watched it. Hell, maybe we get him in on the next episode.
Shit, I already have it, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's
I've been waiting to see it. I've been podlocked on it.
yeah,
It's the only
same.
reason I haven't watched it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
if that's cool with you guys,
that's fine with me.
Jinx.
Yeah. I don't think that's the way it works.
All right, guys. Well,
That's it.
next week.
This is the end of the episode, right?
Yeah.
I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And I'm here with Adam.
And wash your goddamn hands.